Hi there! We are Group 3 and we are here to talk about genetically modified organisms. So first, let me introduce to you to my group members. First, we have Pauline, Vince, Joyce, Yvonne, Trisha, Samantha, Hannah, and Laika. Now you know who we are. Shall we start?
What are genetically modified organisms? A genetically modified organism, or GMO, is an animal, plant, or microbe whose DNA has been altered using genetic engineering techniques. Genetic engineering is a process that involves: number 1, identifying the genetic information or gene that gives an organism, plant, animal, or microorganism a desired trait. Number 2, copying that information from an organism that has the trait. Number 3, inserting that information into the DNA of the other organism. And lastly, growing the new organism in the laboratory.
It is important to know the significance of genetically modified organisms, since they can reduce the use of pesticides by producing delta protein, which is important for insect resistance, grow crops that are drought and flood resistant, which prevents farmer crops losses, have a longer shelf life, and provide more nutrients and supplements to people, especially in underdeveloped countries.
What are the advantages of GMOs to STS? First, genetically modified organisms will be proof that science and technology are being used to create or enhance something for our own good. They add more value to crops, and growing GMO crops will increase their nutritional worth, especially for people who previously lacked important vitamins and minerals, which is another strong justification for doing so. Second, they yield products that are found to be safe. After careful investigation and assessment, GMOs and other related products have been found to be safe for consumption by humans. They are really even safer than conventional crops according to study. And lastly, GMO efficiency stretches up to saving time and money, and it offers great knowledge to advancement of certain everyday needs as well.
Let's now move on into the disadvantages of genetically modified organisms to STS. Number 1 is environmental concerns. GMOs could lead to the loss of biodiversity and the creation of superweeds and superbugs that are resistant to traditional pesticides. This could have negative effects of the ecosystem as a whole. Number 2 is the health risks. GMOs pose health risks such as higher levels of allergens than non-GM crops. Number 3 is the economic concerns. GMOs could lead to increased corporate control and economic inequality with increased seed prices disproportionately affecting small farmers. There are concerns that GMOs could create a dependence on expensive technology for farmers to greater economic inequality. Number 4, ethical concerns. Many people are concerned about the ethics of genetically modified organisms. Some say that it is unnatural and contradicts biodiversity and evolution concepts. Others are concerned that it may lead to a slippery slope of genetic engineering in which humans will begin to modify themselves and their offsprings.